Morning everyone. We are live here from Herd, just arrived here, and I'm just going to switch around the camera because this is my side. Wag 'n bietjie. Wag. Oh, sorry Stavros, there you go. So now our little Kanisa. Whoop! That was a nice blow. And I go. And so it was extremely hot yesterday. It was really, the crows were yawning. And tonight it actually cooled down. That kind of a relief to all of us. So what we're also going to do is we're going to weigh Kanisa. So we can set up maybe the what do you call it, scale, and bring that in. You'll see here is Stavros' bed. He's actually sleeping on this side if he needs to, and Lami as well. So we'll start opening up for them and to get the scale, and I don't know if you can open up. If they can go. We can take them a bit outside. Although it's cool, she's got her jersey on. Say morning. Huh? Morning, my little one. Hey, sunshine. Huh? Good. Yeah. Oh, the speaking language. Sorry, that's just the door that is behind us. And everyone saying good morning and hello and happy birthday, baby girl.
Morning, happy birthday, happy birthday, Kanisa. Come out, come.
Come on, second.
Come, Kanisa.
I think she's a bit sleepy still.
Yes.
And it's a little bit cold. You can actually hear the wind that is around. I'm actually trying to read all the comments, but I don't have my glasses on. And happy birthday, much love. So I'm very sorry if I don't read everyone. Morning everyone, happy morning. Oh. So you can see now it's getting light. Just there in the background, the Ellies. It's actually trying to see who's that. That looks like Mambo. That's actually the closest there. So it's kind of, if you can see it, it's cloudy. It's really a little bit chilly today, but very grey. So we are fortunate to have a little bit of greenery in the nursery. You can hear a rumble. Stavros, won't you and Kensone just get the scale? The scale. Yeah, to weigh her. Let's weigh her this morning. Thank you. I'll stand there. Hey, Macy, again. She wants to open, and how clever she is in opening that. Just amazing how much she. And there she opened. Kom ons met jou eers weeg. Kom ons gaan weeg jou eers. Kom. meisiekind. Kom poepies. Ja. Kyk al. Wat maak jy? So she's really trying to open there. And she will really get hold of that piece and then open it. Gosh. So that is actually, kom ons gaan weeg jouself net gou-gou. I actually just want to weigh her first. Kom, kom meisiekind. Kom baba, kom. Kom. Kom Kanisa. Jy kan nou uitgaan. Kom ons weeg jou net gou-gou. Kom. Kom, 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 kom. 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 Kom meisiekind. Kom. Kom meisiekind. So I'm trying. So Precious, there was a question. Will she need protection? But I'm not sure from what. Sorry, I didn't get that one. So I've got Sue on the other side that's also answering there as she can. So sorry if I can't see it, it's just because I can't read. And because I don't have my glasses on. And so we'll give Kanisa her 6 o'clock bottle. So it's just actually starting to get light. And if you can just so the sun will rise shortly, but it is a bit cloudy. So unfortunately, I don't think we'll have a stunning sunrise just because of the clouds. Just Kanisa from this side. And then Stavros and Kinsani is just getting the scale ready. She's such a inquisitive little elephant. She actually wants to get out and go to the grass. But we'll take her out now. If we can just weigh her and give her a milk bottle, then she can start go into the bigger. And this is really just for extra protection, that still keep her in the quarantine area. We've got leopard and lion coming past from time to time. And there she's now really going to open the gate again. So that's one thing of elephants. They are truly. Oh, there she goes. En nou? Het jy hom oopgemaak? Huh? Wel, jy het nie geweeg word nie. En meisiekind. So she knows exactly where she's going. Unfortunately, if I go that side, my signal will drop. But I'll ask Stavros to go and collect her now. Kom meisiekind. And Olami. Kom meisiekind. So her blanket, the previous, like yesterday afternoon, actually didn't put it on because it was so hot. We've got like a heat wave and now it's cold. So this temperature and this drop in temperature is, I can just, there she is. And, hi Jobu. Let me see. Sorry. I'm really trying to read here, and I see some comments are coming up in green. And there she's just eating from that grass. So I'm actually and then let's just thank you so much for your super donation chat. It's really appreciated. Now, in South Africa, it's just now quarter to 6 in the morning, and yes, kind of very early, but you know it's already light, and you know it gives us a little bit of extra time. Now, if I can just show you on. So, Liz, thank you so much once again for your super donation chat. I really, you know, we appreciate that. And I'm going to try to get Kanisa now inside because we set up the scale and Stavros brought a bottle. Now, Stavros been with us for many years, since the elephants around 2002, and he already then dealt with elephants and taking care of elephants since for how long now, Stavros? Since
1952.
19, yeah. So that is just amazing what the knowledge and what Stavros has in the experience. So he's just, you know, amazing to have on board, and he can never retire. He can't leave me and the elephants. So Stavros was actually a young boy when he started looking after cattle, and then from the cattle he started care of the elephants. And just his way and demeanor with elephants are just incredible. So I can trust Stavros completely. Stavros, see if you can bring her in. Now she's in that kind of heap of and then we've got a happy birthday also donation from, sorry I couldn't see it clearly, but thank you so much. Kom meisie kind, kom. So Stavros was a young boy when he lost his dad in Zimbabwe. His dad was killed in front of him, and when Mugabe's men came in, and yeah, so decided then to look after elephants. Now, just thank you so much, Viv, for your donation. Okay, let me quickly see. So what we're doing now is just that we take off Kanisa's blanket. Otherwise, that is additional weight for her. And so this is kind of a very, and I have to stand a little bit further away that you can see. So she actually gets the scale and how to get on quite easily. Okay, and then just both, all her legs. What do we've got there? Is she on? Okay. Okay, so she's 269, and all right. Just here you can start giving. Just check there. As she drinks, of course, we'll see now, it will increase. So she will become, maybe 170, and that is just because of the intake of milk. And then Kinsani there at the back, who is now, when Kanisa is standing on the scale, she's actually now taller than Kinsani. Kinsani. Now, Kinsani is one of our, first female ladies, and also adding a lot of value to the little orphans. And it is actually so rewarding also to have the community understand and see what we do, with the elephants, because this is our natural capital that we need to take care of. Without our wildlife, South Africa won't have. That is really what we need to have to understand. Yeah, so now you can see after that milk, she's 270. So that what is just that I need to look at is she's not really increasing. She's staying the same, but also, it is extremely dry outside, and the elephants do walk quite a bit. But I really need to just see why she's not picking up and just staying the same. It's not that she loses any condition. However, just 1 kilogram increase is actually not good enough for me. So I've got actually somebody that's also helping now, which is specialized in neonates. Just, as this is also for milk, because of the milk formula. So I want to say interesting. There's never a right and a one recipe, and what works for one doesn't work for another. So that really is a bit of a challenge with times. So you'll also see Stavros kind of, what do you call it, shaking the bottle. And that is because we've also have like calcium phosphate, which is necessary for the building blocks of, you can just imagine the amount of calcium she needs for her bone structure. But the phosphate is a little bit, it's not absorbing or not mixing with the milk. And that is why, he's actually shaking it. So she still does get it in. What I'll actually do is, this is so cute to see that little tongue of hers, how she drinks. My second. My second. Yeah.
Kanisa.
You can see how she walks off.
Okay, come on.
Just look at that.
Good girl. Good girl, Kanisa.
Is there a hole in that bottle?
All right. Yeah, come on. Okay.
So what you can also see just from the scale side, it's slightly too small, getting too small when they're younger. So I think we'll need to add these planks. And then that is the kind of step, because especially in the beginning, they don't give such, or don't lift their legs as high. Good, take it, my girl. Okay, so when Kanisa is also going out with the herd, there's always one of the carers who's dealing with her in the orphanage that's going with. So, it's not only, can say, new kids, and we do, try also to chance to to give her milk, that she gets known with everyone. But take it, yeah, take it, my girl. Yeah. Okay, take it. Actually, I'm more interested in taking my hand. But I actually let's see if we can actually see her little tusks. That's coming out. There you can see it. Oh, yes. So the tusks, actually amazing how you can see that. Sorry, I'm trying to show it, but it's kind of not yellow. Moet ek jou bottel vir jou gee. Okay, let me just see if I can. Can Sonny take this? Don't you give that to King Sonny? Take it. This is so flat.
Yeah.
I don't see a little hole. That's it. Weet jy dat baie mense vir jou kyk, hè? Hè? Ja, meisiekind. Ja. Ja. Ja, meisiekind. Ja. Oh, lekker. Ja. Echt lekker. Oh, zo lekker. Oeh, is iemand. She had a very interesting wind, and we can smell it. Huh? Yeah. Is that? I can really feel the tusk, but the other side is actually a little bit longer. This one is slightly longer, Stavros,
Yeah.
than the other side. So they also have what is that? A tasting, or not a tasting, but they've got a gland just inside their mouth, which is, they'll do a lot of times, they'll smell something and then they'll put it into their mouth. And that also gives them a lot of information, and it's also part of their communication, which they will do. Also when, with each other, a lot of times they will put their trunks into another elephant's mouth or anywhere and then put it back and kind of, taste. And they show a lot of communication like this. So she's actually now scratching her tusk against my leg. And I think, so I started it. So I think it's still itching, and it's actually kind of nice for her to feel that. Yeah. So Kanisa was so small in the beginning, now she's getting grown up and so much taller. That's okay. Okay. Ja. Is een klein beetje nog. Is een klein beetje. So we've got Kesoni now as the camera ball.
Very hard.
Yeah. Now I'm just going to take off this.
Yeah.
And then we can actually just put this back. Why don't I didn't eat my porridge this morning.
Yes. Okay.
I need to eat a little bit more porridge or
Yeah.
take some oats, millipap.
Okay.
So we've got in Africa, in South Africa also, we've got pap.
Pop is.
Yeah. So pap is porridge. It's made out of maize
Okay.
and pap and shiva, right?
Yeah, okay. Okay, pop.
Yeah, pap. Kom meisje kind. Kom.
Good job. Step down. Sit down. Good girl, Kanisa. Alright. Okay.
Good. Where's my steel blanket? Just see how tall it is from the steel blanket. Okay. Come, babies. I'm going to try not to use this one. Wat maak jy? Ek kom bersie aftrek, hè? Ek kom bersie trek nie. Okay. Dis ek. En nou, gaan staan in die hoek. Is dit koud? Is dit koud, meisiekie? Sabra, you can't carry that in your hand. That's very... You break your back, right?
Yeah. This is good.
Okay, starting. Let's take her out. Go. Go.
Kanisa.
Ja, kom eens gaan. Kom. Ja, kom. Kom. Kom, papa. Kom, meisiekind. Hallo, Herman. So Herman just arrived there as well because Stavros is going off now, and Herman is doing the field work, and Kinsani stays behind, and she's making the bottles and cleaning the orphanage. And then we've got Lami. Now Lami, really, she's got a highway to heaven. She's just amazing. She's getting older, but you know, she knows as we took Kanisa out into the bush and we extended the times, she realizes what time, you know, Kanisa is coming back, and then she will also wait for Kanisa to come back. So I always, you know, say Kanisa's got two mothers, both starting with L, Lami and Lundi, you know, which is her main character. So we've got Booby as well and the others, but if I have to say, that's kind of the huge role players in Kanyisa's side. Now, a lot of people will, you know, wonder what's happening with Lami. Lami will always be part of the nursery and the orphanage. She's just, you know, what to say, she's part of the caring team, and especially if there's younger ones coming in, you know, it's a great asset to have someone who's more or less the same size, because your introductions into the herd, you know, it's a wonderful story and it's amazing, but there's huge risks to it. Now, if you can just see on this side, sorry, no, I can take it now. You've got Tokwe, who's just there waiting, and then we've got, sorry, happy birthday. Sorry, thank you. I also see this coming in, and then I apologize for not having my glasses this morning. And then just behind Tokwe, you've got, just want to see, that is Kumbura coming and waiting, you know, for Kanisa. You know, having this routine of knowing they're comfortable with the little ones that's in the orphanage, and then from, you know, the orphanage they go out with the others, but then also coming back again to the orphanage during the night. So from, you know, I want to say also a safety side for the carers to give the milk throughout the night, and they don't have to wake up, you know, maybe one of the bigger elephants, because the elephants do sleep. We've actually got like heaps in the bigger enclosures, which is just a sand heap where they lie against, and it's just easier to get up from there. So from time to time you'll actually see elephants sleeping, but very rarely. They actually sleep with on their feet and just closing their eyes. But because of these elephants are, you know, so relaxed and they're in a safe environment, you do see them more often sleeping. I mean, Kanisa at this stage sleeps approximately between 7 and 8 hours. Sometimes she even sleeps 9 hours, but most of the time 7 to 8 hours during the night. And in between, she'll get her feed, but she'll wake up just in time or a little while before her milk. She's kind of calculated on when she needs to get her milk. And so you can see we're spoiling maybe Kanisa, like Kinsani giving her and what do you call it, picking, but anyway, taking the grass and giving that to her. But I think I guess you just can't help yourself by not going and not. No, Gloria and Karen, thank you so much for your super chat donations as well. I really appreciate that, all of us. I know it's maybe very late for some of you, and for us, it might be early, but it's actually our normal times, and it's also the coolest time. So if it does, even during the summer, cool down, it will be early mornings. So it's actually for me one of the most beautiful times. I'm just going to show you. That's now kind of with the sun that's rising. So it's kind of high already, but because of the clouds, and I do hope this clouds will bring rain because it's extremely dry. I was actually thinking of contacting some of the local farmers for just extra butternuts and cabbage for the elephants, just as additional food. But even, I have to say, all the rhinos, you also see the wild elephants at this stage all over the reserve, but also, other reserves and even Kruger National Park. They're splitting up because of the, the big groups. A group of elephants will split up because they're also kind of competing in a way for food. And so you'll see the elephants now coming out. I'll just move slightly like that. Kanisa already, picking that up and waiting for them to say hello to them, to her extended family. I might lose, sorry about the wind as well. And so what will happen now if the elephants, as they come out, we'll just do a health check. We've got, for example, Tokwe, who's got, again, next to a temporal gland, it's very swollen. I'm not sure what it is. And then it's been there now for 4 days. But yesterday it started to be hot. So just to keep an eye on that, it can be an abscess. I was first chatting, to Dr. Rogers to give her some anti-inflammatories. However, with an abscess, you actually want it, that will work kind of against it. So you've got there Kevin with all the what do you call it? He's got a bucket. So Fishin gets his medicine, and that is mixed with some wild pellets. Game pellets, wild pellets. I think it is wild. If we eat it, it will be wild. Okay, it's just made out of maize and lucerne, and especially for wildlife and game. They don't think they can hear me, but I was greeting them. Okay, I think we're losing signal, so let me just go back. You can see Kanisa kind of moving. Sorry, is that better? Okay, so sorry, just if I'm out of this Wi-Fi range, so there you can see actually Lundi turning around. That's for Lami. Lundi is not very keen on Lami. Every time Lundi comes back and sees Lami, you know, she's kind of a bit, I wouldn't say upset, but I don't think she understands Lami's role. Lami would be, you know, cheeky enough to also ma, ma, and that is also not on for the elephants. So what's interesting enough, there's a research project where they would like to bring in dogs, and the dogs staying then with the community members, and should elephants come to the area, that they actually bark and you know, just kind of beware that elephants are coming because of the human-animal conflict. And you know, land is the issue. Land gets smaller, so to try to use dogs to give a signal to the community members. So that would be actually an interesting project where the elephants can play a role in. Not sure how, you know, it works. I haven't seen the research proposal yet. It was just an idea, and we'll see how it works. It's now Jabulani there. So the perspective. I'm sorry, I would have loved to go closer to Khanyisa, but because of the signal, you know, that we're losing. And Stavros also now, I think he's getting tired, he wants to go to bed. How much did she sleep? Did she sleep good?
Yeah, it was good.
Okay, good. Okay, Stavros or the guys that's staying with Kanisa, on how her dung looks. You know, sometimes when she's out in the bush, you don't really see, you know, we write down every time, you know, there's urine or dung, but just having a picture as, you know. Oh, yes. Oh, really? So she's, yes. Okay. Okay, that's good. All right. And so Herman is helping out here and starting to clean the stables before going out. And then we also already have on the other side, I don't know if you were hearing the tractor, so the guys are also starting to clean the stables on that side. And some of that dung we also then sell. It's not a very high price. However, I see some articles coming out that apparently there is more value to the elephant dung. You know, more belief. So I must just maybe have a look what else we can do with that. But I think from just a fertilizer perspective, there's huge advantages of using your elephant dung. And I mean also just for our wormery, we use that as well. But it's also, you know, just not 6:15. We've got all the elephants out. You know, now just in the mornings, you know, you must also remember now we have to screen everyone. You take their temperatures. They have to answer all these questions before starting to work. So that takes up 15 minutes. So usually I think it, you know, normal life even start earlier. But that's basically what's happening here. So I'm just going to check on the milk bottles. So we're sending 1 bottle of milk to the bush now at 8 o'clock. So that's every 2 hours. Kanisa will get her milk. And then 9 o'clock, the guys change their shifts and they will take the bottle, or actually 2 bottles with. So we've got this backpack and it works actually quite nice. That it's and the backpack is also like a cool bag. Maybe I should say a warm bag. So that's kind of our nappy bag, bottle bag that we take. It's a cool bag. And we put a hot water bottle in to keep the heat. And it's really not the greatest sunrise today. But I promise you, with just having a little bit of a cooler day is amazing. Okay, because this past few days was so hot. The animals were just standing or lying down. They had no energy. So it's very refreshing to have this little bit of breeze and cooler weather. And that's, yeah, fillikies. Our fillikies have been also with us for many years. I see he's got the lucerne already on the back of the tractor. So I'll start to love and leave you that I can just go and check also on Tokwe. But I'd really want to thank everyone for joining us this morning. For everyone that made, donations now. I actually don't know how this works. And I don't know how everyone gets this live videos, but it's just amazing. And also thanks Susie, Tamlin, my team on the background, who's also helping and answering and setting up, the times, because we wanted to do it actually when Kanisa comes in, but it's now so late when she comes in that it's dark. So it's not the best sight, for the lightning or the lightning. It's not sight, lightning. And it's very dark. So that, didn't actually, who joined us, for you might be early morning. If I look at the eastern side, that must be, afternoon for everyone on our Europe, South Africa line. It's early morning. And then our Americans and South Americans on the western side of Africa, that's all good evening there to you all. And yeah, I hope, we can see you one day, that you can come and visit and see, kind of what we do here. So have a lovely evening, morning or afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. It's Adine, and I hope you enjoyed what we're doing here.